Hello everyone, Friday the 27th of November, 10 o'clock in the morning. You're joining me for Around the House in 80 Days and we're doing our bedroom boogie session. Now this is the last day of week 4. Don't forget that because of the way the dates work in November, we will also be with you on Monday doing our 3 sets of exercises. But also next week our friendship circles begin. So without more ado, let's get into our warm-up. Needing it this morning, there's a chill this morning. And while you're doing that, I've got my weights handy here, and you'll remember that we've been doing some bicep curls with our weights. Now we did a variation on that. I'll stop my marching for a moment, where we turned our wrists outwards and we did some side curls. Now you keep going with your warm-up. I'm going to bring some bicep curls into my warm-up. Notice that my elbows are into my sides. So I'm really making my arms do the work, my upper arms. And when I get up to the top, it's not the weights that I'm squeezing, it's my upper arms. I'm giving a wee squeeze in my upper arms. Keep going with your warm-up. I'm feeling the circulations going now. So I'm going to use my bicep curls to get my windows open. So, and let some air in. So here we go. Up they go. Maybe that's a little bit too far, so I'll just come down a little bit. So again, you do everyday moves around the house and you just don't notice that you're actually putting in some of the moves that we have been practicing. And that's why we're doing this. We're doing all these different moves so that we can keep doing all the things around our own homes that we just love to do. So again, as part of my warm-up today, I've got my pillows ready and I'm just going to do some plumping up of the pillows. Now of course I've got my bed made. I'm going to do some side steps. Of course that would go under my cover, but for the moment I'm just plonking them down there. So we've put our bicep curls into practice, we've done our plumping of our pillows, we've done some side stepping. What else are we going to be doing today? Well, let's begin with some ankle mobility. So we're going to do 10 rolls out the way, followed by 10 rolls in the way on each leg. So, beginning with this one, I'll hold my leg high so you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do the same with your other foot if you're sitting. If you're standing, same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap legs, and this time you're doing the rolls in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Keep going with your other leg if you're standing. If you're sitting, in the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. So that's our ankles eased in. Just loosen those out by moving them any way you want to. Take a moment, get that posture tall, get that stomach in, that spine long, get the smiles on. Maybe do some lovely chest openers. Always a glorious thing to do in the morning. There we go, feeling that stretch between the shoulder blades. I'm putting in some shoulder shrugs there, some shoulder circles, just while I am contemplating my day. Now, also while I'm contemplating my day, I could be going into my lovely Tai Chi move, just to get some hip mobility going. Now remember, pull in your stomachs, keep your backs long, and this move is gloriously stable if you do all those things. You've got one leg forward, one leg turned out to 45 degrees, and you're just enjoying getting your hips warmed up. Same when you swap legs, and I'm just going to join our standing folks for a moment. One leg forward, back leg out to 45 degrees, and just do the lovely swaying. And we've been putting that into a lot of use this week, especially with our hoovering, haven't we? But at this time of day, I just love to do it looking out the window, and seeing who's out and about in the bird population. Lovely. So that's giving us some practice in transferring balance, which is going to always stand us in good stead as we manoeuvre around all our furniture in our homes and all the various bits and bobs. Coming back into a neutral position, taking time, feeling tall, drawing your stomach in, seated or standing. Just really take pleasure in the moves that you can manage and in feeling that little bit stronger. Now, our next move today is going to be our Flamingo Swings. I'm going to use my window to do those, holding on as a prop. I'm going to just clear a little bit more space for myself. So standing tall, taking my weight onto one leg, keeping driving through that leg so that I stand tall. I'm just swinging my leg backwards and forwards. And again, this is a glorious move for hip mobility. And I'm going to turn into my support, and I'm going to do it on the other side so that you can see the leg that's swinging. I'm taking a step forward because I can feel myself just clipping that chair slightly. Lovely. Now the other move that you might like to do for your hips is just a little sideways kick. So I'm using my chair as support, balancing on one leg but taking my other leg out slightly now. It's not a big move and I'm not tipping. That's not on. We stay tall and it's a tiny move from your hip, and same on your other side. So if you could please keep doing that when you're standing. If you're sitting, if you want to get that same sense of side movement into your hips, just try to do your side step in one direction, back to the middle and in the other, back to the middle, so that's our side side of our hips getting some mobility. And if you want to do the equivalent of your flamingo stand, just get your back of neck squeeze, back of knee squeeze, and raise that leg. Back of knee squeeze, raise the leg. And do a few of those. And that'll be helping your hips. And then just to ease out, because we've done a wee bit on our hips now, I'm going to ease out with some lovely hip circles. Oh, which again I just love. I love all these moves that just put a little bit of a stretch in. That's good. And remember, if you're sitting, then you're just lifting one hip off the chair and then the other. One hip, or the bed in this case, and then the other. That's lovely. And you can, of course, if you anchor yourself really solidly, you can, of course, do some lovely circular movements coming from your hip, remembering always to pull your stomach in and keep your posture tall, and in the other direction. Lovely. Take a moment, breathe, enjoy what you've done this morning so far. If you're sitting, then if you could please just start taking some small steps forward, some small steps back, and keep going with that. If you're standing, we're going to practice our tandem stance. So again, using a support if required, weight onto one leg, bring the other foot directly in front so that the toe of one of the back foot is touching the heel of the front, as though you're on a line, and then just see how you manage taking the weight evenly through both legs, keeping yourself lovely and tall. And this is called your tandem stance. So what you've really done is you've reduced your centre of balance, haven't you? Because normally if we want to keep balance, we have our legs slightly apart, and the further apart they are, the more solid we feel in our space. Let's swap legs. So take the other leg in front this time. Toes of the back foot touching the heel of the front foot, and when you feel you've got the weight evenly distributed through both legs, making sure you're still maintaining that beautiful tall posture, you just enjoy that balance. There's something lovely about doing balance poses first thing in the morning, as well as all the glorious stretch poses, because the balance ones just give you a little bit of a focus, and it's almost meditative for me that I just get my balance first thing in the day and hopefully keep it with me no matter what I decide I'm going to get up to throughout the day. Well, that's it for this morning, folks. If you'd like to just go back into your cool down, it can be anything you like, that cool down. Can be just messing around, moving any which way you would like to, just so long as you give your body a chance to cool down. And with that glorious start to our day, I hope you have a beautiful morning. We'll see you at lunchtime. I think lunchtime is, what have we got at lunchtime for you? We have got living room laughs for you at lunchtime, and I'll look forward to seeing you then. You'll have me again then. So take care, everyone. See you later.